Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstreet.com, and today we are going to do a quick unboxing and quick review of the Panasonic smartphone, and the model number of the device is T11. As you can see, this is how the smartphone will look like in terms of the overall look and feel. It comes in two colors, one is the black and other is the white version. Although the front will be again black and the back color of the back cover will change as far as the colors are concerned. You have a quad-core 1.2 GHz processor on this device. You have 4-inch of IPS LCD display. You have 1 GB of RAM, 4 GB of internal storage, and you also have dual SIM support on this device. When it comes to other specification, you have 5 megapixel back camera. As you can see, so you have 5 megapixel back camera with autofocus. You have WVGA IPS display on this device. When it comes to the front camera, it is a VGA camera, and you have Android 4.1 Jelly Bean running on this device. The battery is 1500 mAh and it is a dual SIM phone. And this is how the packaging looks like. And again, as you can see, the package is really good in terms of the solidness, I would say. And when it comes to the MRP of this device, the MRP is contradictory to the MRP. The device is available for a price of around 8 to 9,000 Indian rupees. And when it comes to the inbox contents, let me just show you the same. So the first thing which we have in the box is the device itself, as you can see over here. And the device has a pretty good look to it, I would say. You have a shiny chrome kind of a grill over here, which does give the device a kind of a premium look. You have a glossy back cover, which will again get the fingerprints very easily, as you can see. And the front is pretty good. Here we have the WVGA 4-inch display, and we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from the device. So you get a warranty card within the package, the Panasonic quick start guide for the T11. You get these headphones which within the package. They are again looking like the Apple old headphones. The design is almost the same, and you have metallic mesh over here. When it comes to the mic module, you do have a mic module with a button to pick the call, although you do not have volume buttons on this module. And when it comes to the audio lead is like this. It is not gold plated. And apart from this, we also get the micro USB cable within the package, and you get a standard USB charger. The output current from the charger is 1 ampere, as you can see. So here we have the Panasonic T11, and the device looks really good. Let me just get rid of this plastic. So this is how the display looks like, as you can see, and the display is pretty good in terms of the overall pixels, I would say. The text is rendered quite nicely, although it is not the very sharp or crisp display, but pretty good for a device like this, I would say. And the interface is also kind of snappy. I do not notice much lag on this device, especially going across home screen and launching applications. So firstly, talking about the build quality and the form factor, this device is fairly good to hold in one hand. Because of the 4-inch display, it is quite suitable for one-handed usage. You can easily reach every part of the screen without any issues. As far as display is concerned, the display is a WVGA IPS display, so the viewing angles are also pretty good, as you can see. But still you will notice some fading of colors happening when it comes to the display when you watch it from extreme viewing angles. Now as far as screen guard is concerned, you also get a screen guard pre-installed on the device even when you get the device out of the box. So let's take a look over the ports and connectivity. At the bottom you have the hole for the primary mic. You have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging at the bottom. On this side you have nothing, no buttons. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. Here you have the power and sleep key to wake up the device, and you have the volume rocker over here on the right hand side on the top. You have a little inlet to remove the back cover. Let me just remove the back cover. And here you have the slot for the SIM card. This one will accept a 3G capable SIM card, so 3G will be supported on the SIM card slot 1, and then you have the 2G SIM card slot over here. You also have the slot for the micro SD memory card, so that you can actually expand the storage of the device. The inbuilt storage of the device is 4 GB, and the battery which we have over here is 1500 mAh. We have the 5 megapixel camera, which is autofocus capable, and you have LED flash as well. When it comes to the front side, you have the nice metallic earpiece over here. Here you have the VGA front camera. You have the proximity and ambient light sensors as well on this device. And when it comes to the capacitive buttons, you have them on the body of the phone, not within the display. Now as far as physical dimensions are concerned, the device is around 9.2 millimeter in terms of the overall thickness, which is again not very thick, fairly okay for a device like this. The weight of the device is around 120 gram, which is again quite portable to carry. So when it comes to the notification center has been slightly optimized to make it look different. You have the toggle for all the things including brightness, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, location. Let's take a look over the version of Android this device is running. So it is running Android 4.1.2 exact. So on the storage front, the device has 4 GB of internal memory, and out of which around 1.41 GB is actually available to the user for installing applications, storing picture, videos and other data. You also have support for automatic brightness on this device. With the help of dynamic brightness, you can also enhance the overall brightness when it comes to the video playback. You have support for live wallpapers, static wallpapers, but video wallpapers are not supported. Again, you can make them supported with the help of third-party applications. You have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 1 GB of RAM you get around 525 MB of RAM free, which is fairly good for a device like this in case you want to install more applications and heavy games on this device. This device can also be used for GPS navigation, but for that make sure you enable the GPS satellite option over here before you can use this device for navigation. So this is how the phone dialer look like, and again you do not have the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. Here we have the messaging application, and again the messaging application is almost a stock Android in terms of the overall look and feel. The keyboard key size is a little bit small. You might face some problem while typing with thick fingers. Again, you will get used to it, used to the keyboard size once you start using this device for 1 or 2 days. There won't be an issue, and you can also type in the landscape mode as well if you enable the rotation on this device. So if I enable the rotation over here, I can always type in the landscape mode as well within the messaging application like this. But you do not have continuous input supported on this device or swipe to type. Also have Google Now supported on this device, and let me just give you the demo of the same. Weather in New Delhi.
It's 27 degrees with haze in New Delhi.
When it comes to some pre-installed application, you get a file manager pre-installed on this device. You get regular applications like sound recorder, calculator. You also have a word clock application which will again allow you to track the times of the different time zone whenever you are traveling. You can also use the cam card application which comes pre-installed on this device to scan business cards as a digital documents. You can also scan Word documents or any other physical document with the help of the cam scanner which comes pre-installed on this device. You also get FM radio. You get an Hangama application which will allow you to download some entertainment related content, and you have ET application to read economic times on this device. You get WeChat pre-installed, and you also get a stopwatch and YouTube application pre-installed on this device. So this is how the camera UI look like, as you can see, and this is the view which you will get from the back camera, which is a 5 megapixel camera, and you do have tap to focus on this device while taking photos. Let me just take this photo for you right now. And again, we are taking this photo as of now in artificial light in an indoor room, and let's see how does the photo come out. So the photo is pretty good in terms of the overall details. I would say in terms of the colors, it is looking slightly over bright, but it is pretty okay in terms of the overall look and feel. I would say in terms of the details as well as in terms of the colors. We do have some other samples when it comes to the back camera. So the low light performance of this camera is pretty good if you actually give it some time to focus on the object. The camera shutter is not very fast, but you can get pretty good images from the back camera when it comes to low light. In daylight, the camera performance is quite good, but in low light you can have better photos with little amount of details, not much. Again, you have to make sure that you hold the device at the right distance whenever you are capturing macro shot or any other shot in low light. The score which we have got for this device on Quadrant is 3343, as you can see, and this is how the device ranks. And when it comes to the detail score, this is how the detail score look like for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. The score which we have got for this device on NT2 benchmark utility is 8961, and if we take a look, this is how the detailed score look like for the UX, CPU, RAM, GPU and input-output operations. So on Ninamark we have got a score of 33 FPS for this device, and again this device is quite capable of playing medium graphic intensive game. Again some high-end graphic intensive games like Nova 3, Frontline Commando D-Day, they might run and they might not run on this device. If they run, you might notice a little graphic glitch, not much, but again you can play some of the graphic intensive game on this device. When it comes to the casual games like Frontline, like Temple Run, OZ, Subway Surfer, you can always play those games on this device without any issues. So when it comes to the home screen, you have like 5 home screen which you can neither increase or decrease on this device. When it comes to the widgets, you do have a good number of widgets on this device. Again, we do not notice anything new as far as widgets are concerned. You get all the stock Android widgets on this device for the Jelly Bean, which you might have seen on other devices. So this is how the browser look like, and again the browser is stock Android in terms of the overall look and feel. It has just loaded our website without any issues. Kinetic scrolling is kind of smooth on this device, there is no problem. Pinch to zoom is also pretty good. The rendering of the text is also quite good, precise and clear, I would say. And when it comes to pinch to zoom, it is pretty smooth, not the smoothest which we have seen. When it comes to double tap to zoom does work, and you can also do panning pretty easily on this device when it comes to the browser. And it can also play YouTube videos within the web page without opening YouTube application for the same. So as you can see, we are playing a YouTube video from our channel, and again we can notice some black bars from the top and the bottom while playing this video. The video is not getting played in full screen on this device, and it is getting played in the high quality format, as you can see. Let me just turn on the volume.
Here we have the device in 2 colors. One is the black variant which we will get here in India, and you have the white variant as well. And before I start,
so the volume which comes out from the loudspeaker is also pretty loud, and again it gets louder if you hold the device like this. It gets amplified to some extent, but the loudspeaker is actually placed at the back side, so if you place the device on a table, the sound may get blocked to some extent, but still you will be able to so if you place this device on a table, the sound may get blocked, but you still will be able to hear the sound which is coming out from the loudspeaker. As far as playing high definition videos on this device is concerned, you can play high definition videos at 720p without any problem. When it comes to some of the videos which are recorded at 1080p, some of the videos will play, and some others which does not get played within the default video player on this device, you can play them by using the third-party video player application called MX Player. So we have just connected a flash drive with the help of an OTG cable, and we do not see any notification on this device for this one. So this device does not support OTG. Now to show you the overall gaming performance when it comes to the casual games on this device, we are playing Temple Run OZ. So the graphics are pretty fine on this device while playing this game. I do not notice any graphic glitch till now. And the touchscreen is also kind of responsive. And it is almost an instant response which I am getting from the touchscreen while playing this game. And graphics are loading pretty fine. The draw distance for the game is also pretty good. And the gravity sensor is also working well, as you can see. So there is no problem on this device while playing this game, and we will come up with a detailed benchmark and gaming review later on. In terms of the overall battery backup, I would like to say that this device will give you around 1 day of battery backup to a moderate user. If you are a heavy gamer and if you play a lot of games, watch a lot of videos, it will give you slightly lesser than 1 day battery backup in terms of the overall usage, and sometimes not even complete 1 day. So that is something which we wanted to tell you. Again, apart from this, the device does get heated up a little over here. Again, it is not very uncomfortable to hold the device even when you are playing some games and it gets heated up, so it is not much of an issue. So that's all from us as far as the quick unboxing and quick review of the Panasonic T11. This is a budget smartphone available for a price of around 8 to 9,000 Indian rupees, and I do find that this smartphone is much more stable in terms of the overall UI, in terms of the overall experience and the transitions. The device does not get slow very easily, although if you load it with too many applications and heavy games, definitely it will become slower like other Android phones. But this one is slightly more stable, I would say, as compared to the other MediaTek budget devices which I have seen, not the MediaTek 6589 but below that. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.